You've just crossed over into the Brick Zone.
Hello everyone, this is Mega Bloks World of Warcraft set number 91008, Sindregosa and the Lich King. The set was originally released in 2012, included 150 pieces, and retailed for $34.99. I don't actually play the game World of Warcraft, so I'm pretty much viewing this line as Mega Bloks' castle theme, so my knowledge on the lore or just any details about story or anything related to World of Warcraft is very limited and next to nothing. So, the one figure you get in this set is Arthas, aka the Lich King, and he's a pretty cool looking figure. He has some awesome armor going on there. It's very intimidating, very detailed, a lot of skulls going on. I think there's a total of maybe 6 skulls, 2 on his shoulders, 1 in the center, and 2 on his legs. And as you can see, that's a giant shoulder piece with spikes on the back. You can see he has a cloak or a cape, which is tattered at the end, and it's kind of like this rubbery material, not really a cloth, hard rubber. And there on the other shoulder, there's another skull, pretty creepy looking. And he comes armed with his sword, Frostmourne. And again, I don't play the games. I don't know any special attributes or abilities or, just anything related to the armor or the weapons. Just castle stuff to me. But, just look at that. Like, lots of detail. Well, it's a little blurry. I don't know if that helmet of his does anything, or the sword has any special powers, but as just looking at it as just a castle figure, I think it looks pretty cool. And the thing with these World of Warcraft Mega Bloks figures is that the armor is interchangeable, so you can take his arm off and take this shoulder piece. See there. You can attach that to any other World of Warcraft or even Halo figures I've tried before. You can attach that and just customize whatever. And you can do the same thing with his... Here, I'll take off both of his arms. You can do the same thing with his chest piece as well, his armor piece there. Pretty much just take it off like that, and you can put that on any other figure you want. And there's the cape, which attaches on a hole in the back. So yeah, I mean, I've tried adding the shoulder pieces to Halo Spartans, and it works out pretty well. It's kind of like the customization in Halo 3, Halo Reach. Overall, I think this is a really cool looking figure. I mean, it looks a little tacky with all of the skulls, but I don't know, I have to admit, he looks pretty intimidating. And I really like that blue cloak cape he's wearing, too. So that is the Lich King. Here we have Sindregosa the dragon. She has this tan, muddy-looking, dark blue color scheme going on. Most of it is buildable. I mean, it's mostly big pieces, but you do build the dragon. I think she looks kind of ugly. Just putting that out there. But there are some... I mean, you could play around a lot with this thing. I mean, you can open up her mouth like that. I don't know. She probably breathes ice, I'm assuming. Or snow, I don't know. It's ice powers. So that's pretty cool. You can flap the wings if you want. They're on ball joints. So just make it look like she's flying, I guess. A lot of spike pieces attached on the legs and on her back. You can move around. Well, this isn't a good view, but there you go. You can move around the tail. It's also on a ball joint, and yeah, the whole tail's connected to the ball joints. A lot of friction, so they hold their place really easily. Like they won't move or anything. There's some exposed studs showing. It doesn't look that great, and can see there's like a wedge piece that doesn't look good. And besides the wings, the tail, you can move the neck around, like roar. And you can also move the legs, so like that if you want. Put her up. I don't know, something about the look of this dragon just doesn't look like a good dragon to me, but you can see there she has some translucent light blue pieces for her belly. And well, if it weren't for my stand that I'm using, it holds up pretty well. Like, that's not gonna fall down like it just did if you were just doing this on a flat surface. So, you know, there's a lot of good posability going on. You can make it like pouncing, or, you know, you can make it in flight mode. You can have it, or have her, you know, with wings down, tail down, whatever mood the dragon is in. Again, I don't know anything about the story, so I don't know how important she is to the story, if there is a story, or if it's just random looting or quests, but that is Sindregosa the dragon. Oh, and those are the wings. The wings are like the wings are just two giant pieces like this. It's a little weird. I don't know if that's like battle damage, scars, or something, that there are like all these gaps through her wings, but that's Sindregosa the dragon. Overall, not a fan of this dragon. The set also includes this buildable frozen throne, which I think is probably the best part of this set, in my opinion. I really love those pieces, those translucent light blue pieces. Really gives that ice look. I mean, in person, I think they look more like light blue rock candy than ice, but they do look like ice, and it looks really good. And you have like this really cool warped effect going on, dark blue, and I don't know, it just looks really cool, really icy. Love the pieces. So if we zoom in here, there's a closer look at everything. It's supposed to be a throne. I don't really see an actual place for him to sit, to seat the Lich King on this throne. I mean, you can kind of put him sitting here on those slope pieces, and there is a spot to put his sword right there. So it works out pretty well. And if you look at the side, they do leave a gap for his cloak, so that was a nice touch. But yeah, just take a look at those ice pieces. It just looks really cool, I think. And it's all on this white base plate. And I'll lift it up a little bit so you guys can see off of my stand. Interesting shape. But yeah, that is the frozen throne for the Lich King. I think this set is alright. I'm not a fan of Sindregosa the dragon. I still think I think she looks pretty ugly. I really like the ice throne, the frozen throne, a lot. I love those pieces. The translucent light blue pieces are great. I think the figure, the Lich King, is awesome looking. A little tacky, but I don't know, something about that armor looks pretty cool. So overall, it's a pretty good set. Not for $35, but for the most part, at least in my area, you could find this for around $20 instead. So, just for fun, here's a Spartan figure with the shoulder armor and the cloak, and looks like Master Chief is going through a punk phase or something. I think it looks pretty good. You can see on the back there's the cloak. Kind of looks like something out of Destiny if you take off the shoulder pad there. I'll do that right now. So what do you guys think of the set? The Lich King and the Sindregosa dragon? Or these World of Warcraft sets in general? Because in my area I don't think they sold very well. They were on clearance for a lot, because no one was buying them. Anyway, leave a comment below on your thoughts about the set, like or dislike the video, and subscribe to the Brick Zone for more video reviews and stop motions.